Stepping into the world of high heels can be exciting, but for beginners, it's important to be careful about the heels you choose, as they can make or break your experience with heels, and that's why it's essential to know which ones to avoid and which ones to pick. We'll be looking at stilettos heels, platform heels, pointed toe heels, and super high heels. These heels I mentioned might seem tempting, but they can be tough for beginners. Stick around to the end and stand a chance to get a $100 complete free course on high heels. Now let's move over to the heels to avoid as a beginner. We are starting with stilettos heels. Stilettos are famous for their super skinny, very tall heels that can go way up, sometimes even higher than 6 inches. What really makes them stand out is their slender, needle-like heels that look very fancy and glamorous. But here's the thing. Stilettos aren't the best choice for beginners, and there are some really good reasons for that. Firstly, stilettos can mess with your balance, especially if you're not used to wearing high heels. Those thin heels can make it hard for you to walk steadily, and you might find yourself wobbling or even taking a tumble. Secondly, stilettos push down hard on a small part of your feet, mainly the front part. This can lead to pain, discomfort, and soreness, even if you've only been wearing them for a short while. Lastly, because stilettos are so tall and don't give much support, they can increase the chances of you twisting your ankle or hurting yourself, especially on uneven surfaces. So, my dear, a beginner or someone who isn't yet comfortable with heels should avoid stilettos heels. Another pair of heels is platform heels. Platform heels are high-heeled with a special feature. They have a thick sole under the front part of the foot. If you're new to wearing heels, you might face some difficulties. First, because of the different angles of your feet, your balance can be thrown off. This can make walking in them a bit tricky, especially if you're not used to wearing high heels. Second, because of the raised front part, you might trip more easily, especially on uneven surfaces. It can harder be for you to handle such situations. Also, platform heels often lack support around your ankles, which can lead to less stability. This makes it easier for beginners to twist or hurt their ankles, especially if they're not used to the extra height. I believe you don't want to walk around with twisted ankles. It is painful. My experience was not funny at all. So the next heel is pointed toe heels. Pointed toe heels are fancy shoes with a specific style. The front part of these shoes comes to a point, giving them a sleek and stylish look. Most time people wear them on special occasions or when they want to look elegant and polished. But if you're just starting to wear heels, you might have trouble keeping your balance. The pointy shape changes your feet naturally on the heel, making it harder to walk confidently, especially if you're not used to wearing high heels. Because it has a narrow and tight front, which can squish your toes, and can lead to discomfort, blisters, and, over time, even problems like bunions, which can hurt your feet. The pointed shape of the heels doesn't leave much room for your toes. This can make your toes feel scrunched up and your feet cramped, which can make your walking less comfortable. Do you know that 97% of my viewers have not yet subscribed? Please subscribe and comment. It will encourage me to know that I have someone who is crazy about high heels, just the way I am. So the next one is extremely high heels. Know that extremely high heels are shoes with heels that are taller than 4 inches, about 10 centimeters. They're known for their super tall height and are often seen as a fancy and stylish choice for most female models. But for beginners, extremely high heels can be challenging. Their extreme height changes how your feet and your body balance, making it harder for you to walk confidently, especially if you're not used to heels. You might feel a bit wobbly, and it puts a lot of pressure on the front part of your feet, where your toes are. This can make your feet hurt and feel uncomfortable because they're carrying so much weight. Most of my previous videos were about wearing high heels. I always recommend starting with lower heels. It's really important as a beginner to start with lower heels and work your way up to extremely high ones. This helps your feet, ankles, and leg muscles get used to the challenges of wearing high heels. Starting slowly can make you better at keeping your balance and reduce the chance of pain or accidents. If you're just starting with high heels, I've got you covered. Check out my video titled Heels to Wear for Beginners and Everything You Need to Know About Heels. Simply click on the video, give it a watch, and then leave a comment requesting the free course. Thank you for watching. Please subscribe.